Hello, welcome back. Today let's try to solve another Leetcode problem, 746, mean cost climbing stairs. So we are giving an integer array cost, as we can see this cost for 10, 15, and 20, and where cost I is the cost of the ith step. So this means if we step at this position, it will take a cost of 10. And then we can jump here or we can jump to the next one. It means we can jump to either one step or two steps. So what we're gonna return? We're gonna return the minimum cost to reach the top of the floor. So from the beginning, if we are stepping at 10, for the next step, if we step at 20, it means our cost is 30. But from the beginning, we can also step at 15. So it means 15 is okay because our next step will jump two steps. It will go out of the array. So it means we've already reached the top of the floor. So it means it is 15. Now let me go to the whiteboard to explain my method and then go back to the code editor to finish the coding. Yeah, so for me, because I can jump one step or two steps, so but from the beginning, I can be either at the first index 0 or at the index 1. So this means from the beginning, I'll start from the index 2, from the third index, from this position. Because from the beginning, I can be here or here, it doesn't matter. But where can I go to this position? I can go from 15 or I can go from 10. Yeah, so there are only two positions. So this is my state. So my DP is the cost array. I can initialize a DP or I can use the cost array directly. Because for this position, I'm coming from this 10 or I can come from this 15. Because this number is 15, of course, it cannot be like that. But what if this number is just like, for example, 1? So if I go from 10 plus 20, it is 30. If I go from this 1, if this number is 1, it means 21. So 21 is smaller. Yeah. If I go like, if this number is 15, it means 35. Yeah, so it means 30 is smaller. But what I gonna return? I just need to return the minimum of those two values. So of course 15 is the minimum. So I gonna return a 15 because I can jump out either from the 20, I can jump one step out, or I can jump from the 15, I can jump two steps out. Yeah. So according to this kind of analyze, we can prepare our DP. So DP is the minimum of, so let me prepare the DP. Actually, we can also use the cost array directly. So it means the cost I. So at this position, it is the cost I. I will start from 2, index 2. So the cost I will be the minimum of the cost, cost I minus 1. Let me use a C I minus 1. And yeah, let me make it clear. So yeah, the transformation function, we're gonna use C as cost. So Ci will be equal to the minimum of Ci minus 1 and Ci minus 2. And we need also to plus this value. We should also plus this Ci. Yeah, so this is the result from the Ci. But what we're going to return, as you can see, the minimum of those two numbers is 10. 10 plus 20 it is 30. So after updating, the array will be 10, 15, and 30. What we're going to return? We just need to return those two minimum values. It means the minimum of C minus 2. So we can use this way to represent the minimum of the last two numbers. It is 15. Now let me go to the code editor to finish the coding. So we can just start from the second index, from the index 2, the third index. So for I in range 2 to the length of cost, and the cost I should plus equal to minimum of cost I minus 1 and cost I minus 2. And what we need to return is the minimum of cost from the last two values. So here will be minus 2. Yeah, so in this case, so if there are only two numbers, for example, the cost dot less is 2, it means we're gonna not execute this line, we just return the minimum of the two numbers. But if there are more numbers, we just use dp to calculate until the last value, but we're gonna return the minimum of the last two values inside the cost array. Now let me run it to make sure it really works. As you can see, it works. Now let me submit it to check if it can pass all the testing cases. And by the way, the time complexity is just on because we just use one loop, and this is a DP method. As you can see, it's pretty fast. It's nearly 50% of all Python 3 submissions. Thank you for watching. If you think this is helpful, please like and subscribe. I will upload more Leetcode problems like this. See you next time.